Hi, it's Ronnie, and welcome to Celebration Hub. It is for Tara, the paper snob, and she has a recipe challenge. And it is to use stitching. It can be hand, machine, or faux. Your favorite color, which I am going to use some green, but I'm also going to use some rust. That would be for autumn, because that's my favorite color for autumn. The next is buttons, and then this September Counterfeit Kit mood board, and that's those colors right there. And I am using all but one, I think. And you can use one or all. And of course, it is Simple Stories Saturday, so I'll be using Simple Stories. And it is Scraptember by the Scrappy Sisters, and the prompt for today is stitching. And I'm using that photo there of my nephew and his wife and kids, and I am not going to use either one of those packages I just laid over there. I am going to use the buttons. And they're from Fancy Pants and Pretty Old. And I did a lot of fussy cutting for this layout. And I am showing you leftover papers. And then there's my green. That was the size of the scrap I had. It's a pretty big scrap, but it did not go all the way across. But I thought, well, I think I want to go ahead and add the bigger on the left side with my photo and the smaller on the right hand side. Well, it was one piece. I did cut it in half. Well, not in half. I cut it. You can see how I cut it. I'm lost for words here. I used that plaid paper, and then I have some rust. I love that color, and I do not have but a little bit more of it, and it is like the hardest color for me to order. I can't seem to get it right, but I treasure the ones I did. I am using a matching tag up there in the right hand corner, and at first I thought I'd set it all out from the side, and you will see me move it out, and I moved it a little bit, then I move it more, and I finally decided just go ahead and put it flush against the right hand side. And like I said, I did a lot of fussy cutting. Oh, that fall I didn't go ahead and use it. I will take it off the photo pretty soon though. I thought I'd use that foam right there. Well, I'm gonna take it off and put something else there, and then it's gonna change a few times. I cut out these cute little critters. And this one here is the hedgehog, but I also cut out raccoon because gray was one of the colors in there. And I'm going to cut out a little squirrel. I'm looking to see if there's any besides that. No, those three. I cut out another one, but I didn't end up using it. I have one pumpkin there. Mostly it's going to get hid, but it is going to be there. I wanted the color mostly. And so you probably can't even tell it's a pumpkin when I get done, but I was wanting that color there. And there's a cute little squirrel running along there. And I've got a rail on my deck, and like doing the voiceover, my big window's right there, and the squirrels will run along there, and I think they catch my attention every time. They're pretty fast, so I catch them just before they go out of sight. But yeah, I enjoy watching them through the window. Let's see. Oh, I am going to put both of those flowers down there, but I had to make sure I glued everything in the right places and moved them apart because one of those little branches is so flimsy it kept wanting to go under the other. And I did get it right though. And there's my little gray raccoon, and it's just going to stay down there in the corner with some flowers. And I am going to pull out this word blessed, and I am going to use liquid glue and put it down. And then I'll pull out a foam one that's basically the same word. I think one was blessed and one blessing. And I am not going to use both of them. You will see in the photos at the end, I took one off, well, the one up at the top. I took one off so that I wouldn't have that word twice. And I think I like the layout better. Let me know if you do or not. Of course, that other piece isn't up there for you to judge yet. But yeah, I couldn't believe it when I went to take photos. I took all of them, and I was putting the email to send to my laptop from my phone, and realized it, so it didn't get sent. But I changed it and took the photos again. I put that little banner on there, and it was going right to the end, and this made it, cutting it off made it not quite to the end. I should have probably made it a little bit shorter because it looks close, but it is definitely away from the end. I am trying to figure out what I want to put there. I had it, that little ticket looking thing, backed with a dark brown to start with, and I decided to go ahead and leave it because I knew I had a few things that had a little bit of brown in there, and it would be okay because I figured I'd tear it up when I went to take it off the back if I didn't. There's my word blessings, that's what it is. And then the bless down there. And it matches really good with my green background. And I really like that. And that's what I picked it up for. And I like the word blessings too. But yeah, it's going to move. But I think I do like it better with the other word up there. I am adding, I'm not making quite as big a cluster as usual there. I wanted to go, I didn't want to use any die cuts. I wanted to go with the leaves that I fussy cut out because it's flowers and leaves that's on there. And here's the stitching. uh, I probably should have scooted it closer. It's a little bit off, but my X's don't look too bad. But I put 8 holes so that I can make 3 X's with my stitching. And I'm going to go ahead and do it in a couple other places too. And the little pad that I used to poke was a close to my heart one. And it's not very big, but it's pretty good for little areas like this. And you can tell mine is much loved. Yeah, it's it's definitely getting on the worn outside. But while I am putting on the finishing touches on my layout, I want to mention that uh, Tara is the Paper Snob, and you need to check out her channel. And she had 1,000 subbies, and so that's what we're celebrating today. And she is also having a giveaway, so make sure you check that out. And she's a joy to watch, so, and makes really cute layouts, so you will really enjoy the channel. Plus, is simple stories, and I love simple stories, and it is hosted by Joanne Bartel. And yeah, you use your simple stories and then a few other odds and ends you could add, like cardstock or sequins and things like that. And then it is also scrap timber. And the prompt for today is stitching. So I have all the recipe and the stitching and the simple stories collection that I used today for my layout. And this one is Joanne's favorite collection. I do love it, but I think she loves it more. Of course, mine is simply the best, but because all the green. But yeah, I think that's all I do in my layout because I held them up and could not figure out where I could put them on there. I thought, man, if those little flare looking things, brads, that's what they are, could be cut in half. I found a couple of places I could put a half one, but yeah, they didn't make it on the layout. But I think I got plenty on there. And there's my finished layout. And this was taken at church, and uh, the church they go to is really good about taking pictures on holidays of the whole families, and they always get in on it. And there's a cute little raccoon in gray, and the yellow and the peachy color, I think they were on the mood board. There was I think everything was on the mood board. I think I managed to get all the colors on here somewhere. And there's a fast little squirrel there and the cute little hedgehog. And yeah, she's got a little flower behind her ear. Notice that? So it's a girl. And so I added just a couple of more flowers there. And there's my little pumpkin that you really can't hardly see, but that's all right because it's not to scale with my huge flower there. And there's the little cluster in the upper left and the cute little button. And I do have three on there, I think. One, two, yeah, three. One's with the raccoon, one's in the upper right. And see, there's my fall. And I do think it looks a lot better, even though I really love that green. And there's my last button. But make sure you check all the links down there below. And well, there's playlists, I believe. All three, I think, have some playlists and links. But check them all out and make sure you go to Tara's channel and congratulate her on her milestone. Thank you all so very, very much for joining me today while I created this layout. And I hope you all have a happy scrappy week and fun on the hops. Bye.